Hello my dear students, welcome everyone to our YouTube channel Aspruha Classes. Today we will make a new video on the lecture series that is grammar from basic to advanced level. Today's video lecture is going to be very much important for everyone, so you must watch it very much carefully and with attention, because we are going to deal with the most important elements of any sentence in English grammar. For example, when you make sentence, you need several kind of words which are named as parts of speech. From them, we have three important elements. They are called subject, verb, object. Without them, there can be no sentences in English language or grammar. So, in order to write down a sentence correctly or in order to speak a sentence correctly, you must have these three elements in your sentence. So, we will learn what are these three objects with simple definition and example as well. Okay, so let us start the video. What is subject? Subject, as you know, the doer of any action in a sentence, or the creator of any action in a sentence is called the subject. For example, in your home, who is the head of the family? Your father or somebody who is elder in the family is known as the head of the family. In the same way, in the sentence, the head who actually creates the sentence or who does the action which is performed in the sentence is known as the subject. Okay, subject is the doer of any action in a sentence, creator of the sentence, as I mentioned earlier. Then who can be subject in a sentence? Subject can be a thing, person, or animal. They are always known as noun or pronoun. We will talk about noun and pronoun in details when we talk about the parts of speech, but right now you just remember that noun and pronoun, they are always playing the role of a subject in the sentence. Okay, so subject, as you know, the subject can be a thing, person, or animal. Let us take an example. So when I say subject can be a thing, then we can say pen is my friend. When I write down this sentence, pen is my friend, pen is a what? Pen is a thing. And in this sentence, who is the head or who is actually the creator of this sentence? That is pen. Okay, without pen there is no sentence or there is no meaning. For this reason, pen is the subject over here. And when we talk about any person like individuals, anybody who is living, who is a living being, are known to be a person. Okay, so when I take the example, Smita walks in the garden. So who is doing the action over here? That is Smita. So Smita is the head of the sentence or the doer of the action that is performed in the sentence is known as the subject over here. And when I talk about the animal, uh, by taking an example, that is a cat is running on the road. So who is running over here? Who is running over here in this sentence? That is a cat. So cat is the subject who is performing an action in the sentence. Okay, so I have one trick for you in order to find out the subject in the sentence. Suppose I have already talked so much about this with very much brief explanation or clear explanation. Suppose you want to know more about these tricks to find out subject in sentence, then you can use these two words, that is what or who. If you use these two words in a sentence, then you can always find the subject. For example, Smita walks in the garden. Who walks in the garden? That is Smita. So Smita is the subject over here. And if I say pen is my friend, what is my friend? That is pen. So the answer gives you that is pen, means pen is the subject over here. So this is very simple to find out the subject. Now let us talk about the verb. Okay, so normally verb that comes after a subject in a sentence. A verb is a word which shows the action done by the subject or state of being. So verb has so many so many roles to be played, but here we'll just try to minimalize the thing. only by talking about the important things that is performed by this verb. On the surface you can say that verb is an action word, means whatever the action that is performed by the subject, that is known as your verb. And sometimes verb they do not as verb they do not play any action, rather they show the state of the subject, means they show the the state or the activeness of the subject in the sentence. Sometimes they just link the subject with other words. Okay, so usually comes up the subject. Now let us take some example. She sings a song. So here sing is an action, means she is the subject over here, and what is the subject doing? I mean, means what kind of action she is doing over here? Now she is singing. Singing is an action, any physical action you can say. So that is why it is known as a verb or an action verb. In the next sentence, dog is a pet animal. See, dog is the subject over here. You can understand that. After that, here there is no action performed by this dog. See, you can understand this dog is a pet animal. So here there is no action, but still there is a subject. Sorry, there is a verb. What is that verb? That verb is is. Is. How is it a verb? Because it is linking the subject with other words, a pet animals with other words, that is, so it is known as a linking verb. You can also otherwise say that it is shows the state means state of whom? State of the dog. Okay, so this is very easy to understand. Now the next one, that is object. Object is known as the receiver of the action, or the action done by the subject is thrown upon the object. So whatever the subject is doing in the sentence, that actually receives an object. For example, when I say I am writing a letter, I is the subject here, writing am is the verb over here. Verb, which verb? Linking verb. And writing is an action verb. So that action, what is receiving that action? That action is being received by letter. Okay, whatever the action is being done by the subject, that has to be done on something, na. So that something is called the object. Object means the noun or pronoun which is receiving the action of the subject. We can use what or whom. Okay, so we can use the same tricks, what or whom, to know about the object. What we use for non-living things? Non-living things means those objects which have no life. For example, building, pen, a cab, your car, pencil, so all these things. Whom is used for living things. Okay, so we can use you see, every time we do not have object in the sentence, so in order to identify them, you can take the help of a what or whom. Let us take an example. She is carrying a box. She is the subject over here. Is the linking verb. Carrying is an action verb. Carrying what? So we can use the word what over here. Why? Because there is there is there is uh, there is a non-living thing, that is box. So we can say the she is carrying what? The answer is a box. That means there is an object. In the next sentence, they are talking with Joker. They is the subject over here. Are is the linking verb. Talking is an action verb. Then at last we have a noun, that is Joker. Okay, so Joker is a living thing. You can say Joker, anybody who performs joke at the theater or anywhere to amuse people. So we can say that it is a living thing. So for living thing we use whom. So we can say they are talking with whom. You will get an instant reply from the sentence, that is Joker. That means there is an object in the form of Joker. Okay, so sometimes, as I said, that you do not find the object every time in a sentence. Sometimes the object that disappear, means because there must not be any kind of a necessity to bring them into the sentence, but still we can use something else instead of object. That is what? That is complement. Okay, that is called complement. Complementary is what? Any word used to give complement to the sentence for giving a complete sense. For example, with subject and verb we cannot always make sentence. Yes, this is possible. This is possible that we can make sentence with subject and verb. For example, I can say she runs. Okay, I eat. um, I eat. So some sentences can be she died. Okay, so some sentences can be made with subject verb combination only, but sometimes we have to put any object. If there is no object, we can put on a complementary for making the meaning complete in a sentence. So let us take an example. She is a doctor. If I write she is what? So this sentence is not complete. So in order to make it complete, I inserted an complementary that is doctor. Okay, rose smells sweet. Rose is the subject of here. Verb with the smells. Then I put a complementary that is sweet. Okay, so now you understood everything, I hope. If you liked the video, please uh, like the video and subscribe to the channel for such more videos in the upcoming time. Thank you.